scrimmage. First 2 games in the playoffs were great, but, you know, getting injured in the final game probably leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
Leaves a bad taste. Gives him fuel for the next season, though, because remember, for the last few years, he hasn't been able to play a full season for various reasons. Now, going into next year, imagine those numbers over a 16-game season and heading into the playoffs. Le'Veon Bell can set new records.
Here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Oh, what a move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So on 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Incomplete. This offense has some speed, and certainly Martavis Bryant, he has some speed.
He has that, and he has size. That's what makes him so difficult to cover, because just when you think you have to play him one way, the other attribute kicks in. Martavis Bryant could be an all-star real soon.
Ten yards still left on second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the slot man goes in motion left. The slot man in motion right. Play clock winding down. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
Timmy Jernigan, play him over the nose, play him a defensive tackle, bounce him out to defensive end. Wherever you want to put him, Timmy Jernigan can play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Roethlisberger. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. James Harrison in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Carry here for Terrence West. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Third and long for Joe Flacco. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And Charles, I know Ryan Shazier who made that tackle, a youngster you like a lot.
I love him, and I liked him a bunch coming out of Ohio State because the more this game leans towards speed and less on bulk, that's where Ryan Shazier excels because of his ability to run down plays. If anything goes away from him, he'll chase it. A lot of the time, he can run with tight ends, running backs downfield, and pass coverage. That only helps his outside linebackers like James Harrison and Bud Dupree get to the quarterback.
And taken at the 46. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most.
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And look at the big man rumble. The 20, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. On second down, Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll try to pound it in with West. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, Flacco to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Steve Smith that time. And it's third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Third and goal. Flacco. He hits West underneath. A gain of 4 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm hearing my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
to the ground, this time with Bell. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Eli Rogers, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep for the Ravens, Michael Campanaro. Now Campanaro. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And Steve Smith still making catches on Madden, but his career is over, finishing it with over 1,000 grabs, over 14,000 yards, and 81 touchdowns.
And no one went out better, as far as I'm concerned, than Steve Smith. Did you see his letter to the commissioner?
Tell me about it.
Where he said that I will no longer be around to antagonize defensive backs.
And he did just that.
Agent 89 out.
The ground game, no doubt, that was an issue for Baltimore this year, finishing 28th. Now, West, he was their leader, but only 774 yards.
Can you believe you just said that? The ground game was an issue for Baltimore? Yeah. Because that's what they're based on. I mean, that's who they are offensively. Being able to run the football, set that tone, set that physicality, and then throw the ball.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Wallace, 47 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now Bell, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Second down following the run. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And we've arrived at the 2-minute warning here in half number 1.
Right here, right here.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's a 10-yard pickup that moves the chains.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they? Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. On the right side, caught by Green. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
His drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Here's Flacco. It's caught. Kamar Aiken. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now West. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Flacco looks to throw. He's got time. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Now a Wildcat look. It's Bell. And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Flacco trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. A screen to Bell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. Roethlisberger will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
I got to shoot this side. All right, here we go. We got 3. Blue 30. Mike's 54.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. He's got his man here. It's Green. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run it in with Bell. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And this one's incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And it's 3rd and short. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Roethlisberger, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger taking it in. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. Roethlisberger looking to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The drive begins with a handoff to West. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's Flacco. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get 14 yards there at a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here's West. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Flacco. And hauled in by Pitta. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
First and 10 here for Flacco. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Flacco to throw again on second down. Over the middle to Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now a toss. This is West. And he is going to lose. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This Flacco setting to throw it over the middle. It's complete, and the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Setting up to throw, Flacco toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
This is West. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They come out here in the I. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Flacco. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Hayward coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. It's a very
ただいま。聞こえるかな？聞こえればいいんやけど。確認するのめんどくさいからな。オッケーオッケー、あがさささす。いやー、この終わり方締まらなさすぎるんだけど。この終わり方は、どうしましょう。ちょっとこれはレゲさんと話しながら、じゃあ今のうちにちょっと研究しとこう。りょうあんさんが帰ってくる前に、りょうあんさんから返事が来る前に、一応研究しとこう。えこいつ97もあんの？肩だけバカ強いんやな。78、78、77、ほん、ほん、ほん、ほん、ほん。ランニングバック強くねえな、思ってたより。どうしようか、これ、本当に。これ、これどうなんだろう。初めて行われた試合なのかね。これ、どうなんだろう。他の試合もやってたらそれに乗っ取るつもりだけど、やってなかったらどうしようもないぞ。ちょっと、ちょっと他のところちょっと確認しますわ。すまんすまん。えーっと、今そっちは9日、勝敗きちんと決まった。それだけ。それだけか。それ以外はなし。いやー、これどうすんのよ。決まったのか。どうしようか。ていうか無駄にタイトエンド多いな。レイブンズ。なになに？ピッタ、ワトソン、ギルモア、そして下にウィリアムス、ボイル、ウォーカー、ヘンリー、コックス。多すぎるわ。 それで行く？一応、なんか、こういう状態で回線落ちた時の明確なルールなかったなと。そして、りょうあんさんに聞いてみようってとつったけど、まあ、この時間、いるわけないよね。この時間は無理だよね、さすがに返事は。これ、こっからまた再試合もんか。うん。とりあえず、りょうあんさんの回答を待つっていうのがありますね。無理ね。とりあえず再試合あるなりないなり、判定が来たら、あれっすわ。一回切りますわ。判定が来たら。20秒くらいだけでしたね、本当に。うん。そうそうそうそう。ワンチャンあるかないかで聞かれたらワンチャンあるっていう時間が残ってたのよね。 一応、それくらいの時間あったらタッチダウンまではいける。スティーラーズやし。スティーラーズのこの化け物レシーバー陣だから、あの、いける。2ポイント必要なかった5点差で負けてたから、一応17対12で切断起こったのよね。うん。あ、8点だったかな、どうやろう。8点だったか。あれ、フィールドゴール決めてたから、そっかそっか、8点だ、8点だ。うん、8点、8点。うん、そしたら2ポイントいるわ。そしたら単にタッチダウン決めて2ポイント決めればっていうところだから、2ポイント時間経過0だからね。これ本当にりょうあんさんの判定待ちなのよね。うーん。でも言うと思うで話してもなーってのが正直なところなんだよね。結局最終判断はりょうあんさんにあるわけやし。 と今のうちにさっきのテプスチャート保存しとこう。どうしましょう。まあ待機することしかできないけど、そうね。とりあえずツイッター普通にも見てるんだけどね。関係ないものを。とりあえずこの画面のままもちょっとあれやし、一旦切りますわ。ということで、トミーさんお疲れ様です。ゆずきさんもお疲れ様っす。